garage on the windows are not super clean. Maybe they're not as well stocked as you would.
Hi everybody, Frankie Bellucci, Remax Premier. I'm a realtor. I'm meeting with local business owners in our area just to talk about home ownership, to talk about the businesses in our neighborhood and how they benefit you as a homeowner and how we all work together as a community. Andy?
Yeah.
Frankie
thanks,
Bellucci.
Frankie. Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm at Mike's Liquors today. It's actually Mike's Wine and Spirits. It was Mike's Liquors in my mind for a long, long time. Did you recently change the name, or was it always that?
It was always that. You know, my dad started the company in 2001, and so one of the things that I did when I first came on board about 9 years ago was I rebranded the company to include Mike's Wine and Spirits. So previously he had Mike's signs up, but we include the wine and spirits. We're a full service liquor store, so we like to consider ourselves experts in all things liquor, wine, and spirits.
Booze right here. I gotta ask about Roosters.
Yeah.
So there's 2 locations, or do you have 3?
So we have 3 locations. Brookside, Waldo, and Westport, which is where we're at right now.
So we are in Westport.
Yes.
A little out of my territory, but not really. And I would say that I live in Waldo. That's kind of my stomping ground. Brookside is my stomping ground. That's where I focus my business. But we are in Westport. What a great looking store. Roosters was there on the corner of 85th and Warnell forever. And then it was yours.
Yep. So and even before Roosters, it was a Burbelia, actually. So
I remember that.
Yep. So it was a Burbelia, then it was a Roosters. My dad took over that store in the lease in 2001. So that was where I grew up. You know, he got that lease when I was in 5th grade. I grew up around the business in that store. It was about half the size up until 2014 when we expanded. So yeah, it's been 85th and Warnell is a great location for us. Love Waldo. I grew up in Brookside on Winthrop Road. I live on 70th Street right now, so it's my neighborhood.
Great. How did you get started in the business? Did you go to school? Yeah,
so I went to Mizzou. I studied business marketing at MU, and then I kind of swore off the business. I didn't want to go into the family business. I thought, for me, I always wanted to get out of Kansas City. So when I graduated at MU, I went into advertising sales. I actually moved to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Strong.
Started selling advertising, and then I moved to San Francisco. And when I was in my 4th year with that company that I was working for Yelp. When I hit my 4-year mark, my brother had joined the company, and they had bought the Brookside store, and they were expanding the Waldo store, and they were calling me, "You got to come home.
Marketing.
So Pat's got a background in the spirits business. My older brother, my dad's been in the business his whole life, so they brought me in, and we've been growing ever since. So it's been a great experience for me. I love working with family. So
I do not drink. You talked about your father.
Yeah.
I remember there's a bar on Broadway at 10th called The Quaff.
Yeah.
And Joe Bodino owned that.
Sure.
Cousin Joe, but he never drank.
Yeah.
He never drank, and I always remember that. I don't drink. That's why you never see me in.
Sure.
But I'll always buy ice from you.
I appreciate that.
One of the things that I like to ask is, how do you find that Mike's Wine and Spirits adds to the charm of our neighborhoods?
Yeah, I mean, we take pride in all 3 of the neighborhoods that we operate in. I absolutely love being in Brookside, Waldo, and Westport. I think we're very community focused. We do a lot with local charities. We help fundraise for all the schools around each of our locations. In general, I think we are just, we're a family that likes being supportive of our neighborhoods, and we like to be out and about in our neighborhoods. So,
great.
It's the best case scenario for me professionally, being able to be in this business and operate in the neighborhoods that I grew up in. I couldn't ask for a better situation.
So you meet everybody. You meet everybody.
Yeah, meet everybody. This business is definitely not an easy business to be involved in. It's very labor intensive, but the best part of it is the people we meet. So getting to build connections in Kansas City, I couldn't ask for a better city to do it in.
And I'm the same.
Yeah.
So as I've built businesses in Kansas City, Waldo, Brookside, Westport, all over the city, I know a ton of people. It's a little different, but that's That's kind of Kansas City in a nutshell.
Yeah, it is.
It's like this.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, I talk about charm and why it's good for the neighborhood and why homeowners want to do business here. I mean, this is exactly why homeowners want to do business here. It's because of charm and the personal touch. And I think that Kansas City is really unique. I travel as much as I can.
Yeah.
I spend a couple weeks a year in New York City.
Yeah.
And I'm at home there.
Yeah.
But this is home.
Yeah. I always knew I wanted to come back to Kansas City when I moved. I wanted to experience something else outside of the city. I got fortunate enough. I got to do that, and I knew that this is where I would end up. So it's been great. This business has provided me with more than I could have ever hoped for. So we take a lot of pride in being able to do it.
Nice. And do you think that that's part of my question? I got to have questions, right?
Yeah.
What do we do? How do homeowners benefit from having you here? I mean, I see it as what we've just been talking about. We're local people. You're a local owner. You own local stores. You own multiple stores.
Yeah, I think rising tides, right? So like our point of view on this business is we truly do our best to operate and run a clean shop. I think we have a wonderful team of staff, and we take pride in making sure we keep, the right people in the company. And I think that impacts our neighborhoods positively. I mean, how many liquor stores you drive around and it's a business that a lot of people kind of just, maybe there's bars on the windows or they're not super clean. Maybe they're not as well stocked as you would like, or they wouldn't take a special order if you need a one-off product. Like we try to do everything we can to make sure we're running good stores, and that, reflects in our neighborhood. And I think people enjoy having us operating, around their homes. So
I stopped at Waldo on my way here.
Yeah.
I was mixed up. Doesn't matter. But I was greeted.
Yeah.
I mean, for a guy coming in to do an interview, I'm like, I got an interview. Your guys were so nice. I didn't feel like I got to go, or it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. And it really talked about, it spoke to me about the way you run your shop.
Yeah. I mean, after doing this for, I'm close to 10 years now, there isn't, a time when I'm in a store, any of our three neighborhoods, when I don't see somebody I know. And so, there's
love that.
Everybody knows us. We are the business, and all our team members feel the same way. And everybody really enjoys kind of pushing this thing forward. So, it's great. I mean, couldn't ask for a better situation.
Any new stuff coming along from Mike's Wine and Spirits? Any new developments? Any perks? Any upcoming growth?
Yeah, I mean, we're always looking to grow. If there's an opportunity that's right for us, we're going to jump on it. Right now we're heavily focused on our online business. We've got a new website up, mikeskc.com. We're running a wine club right now that's been really successsul.
Tell us a little bit about the wine club.
So you do 2 bottles a month, 3 different tiers, $20, $50, and $100 a month. So we've got a great situation with the wine club. $40 a month the second tier, and then $100 a month. So we've got certified sommeliers that work for us, and their job is to curate these wines for the wine club. 2 bottles a month, recurring billing. You can pick it up at the store of your choice, and then when you pick up your wines every month, you get 10% off any other wine you buy that's not already on sale. So, I mean, as far as like what we're working on, we're constantly working on growing the business.
Great.
So corporate business is a big piece of our growth right now. So if you've got an event space, if your school needs alcohol, if your office needs a keg for the kegerator, we can deliver, we can stock, we can invoice.
The kegerator.
So wedding business is a big piece right now. But I mean, just anything we can do to kind of keep the ball rolling in the right direction. So I think we're doing a great job, but there's always more work to do. So
I understand it's business, small business to small business. I speak that language. So, so I understand. We've already talked about it, right? Homeowners are going to feel a sense of belonging because of this dynamic. I'm new friends with Andy, but it was friends at first sight. Right? We got along instantly, and I can tell you confidently that the way that we're getting along, the way this interview is going, is the way the business is run, and that's the experience you're going to have as well.
Yeah, I would say
no question.
You came by my house and knocked on my door. It was an immediate conversation. I think that's unique to Kansas City, and especially Brookside and Waldo and Westport. there's not really any strangers. Everybody looks out for each other, and if you drink, come by and see us,
get some wine.
I love it. I'll give you I got business cards at the counter with my cell phone. You call me, text me anytime if you need anything.
Right.
I got no kids. I live by myself, so I can live and breathe this stuff. So
how can homeowners, new homeowners, people in the area, how can they support you other than buying liquor? How can we give back to the community?
I think for us, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm trying to think how people can give back to the community. If you have something that you're doing in the community where you think we could add value, then I'm always open to those conversations. I think like a lot of our philanthropy, a lot of those efforts go towards our neighborhoods. So if there's something you're involved in, if you live in the neighborhood and you think there's a need for somebody like us, then we always want to have those conversations.
Co-branded.
Co-branded. We understand that giving back is a big piece of why people are loyal to us. So we want to show that, what we're doing here and the money we're making is funneling back into our communities 100%. So
is there anything I didn't ask? Is there anything that if you're talking to the world of YouTube, is there anything that you'd be like, you didn't ask me that. Tell me about that. I want to tell you about this.
I don't know. I guess... No, I would give anyone the encouragement just to come by and talk to our team. I think, every store has a great crew right now. So just, if you're in the market for anything, alcohol, non-alcoholic, come by and see us.
Great.
We love it. So happy to be in the business. I appreciate the interview. So
Andy, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's cool. That's it. Ciao.